In the second part, we are going to discuss about the behavioral pattern of products as well as the sales. First part, we have identified what are all the characteristics of the sales in estimating. When you are forecasting the sales, what are all the points you must know before taking any decision? So now we are going to discuss about what are all the analytics available based upon the preference of the customers. Of course, in other words, what are all the factors that influencing the sales? We'll start with first analytics, that is the conjoined analysis. I hope you know about the conjoined analysis. I have already shared with you, the YouTube also link is there. Very interesting thing. We use the Excel sheet to calculate the conjoined analysis. It will tell you about clearly which attribute of the product is having highest preference by the customers. Be clear, which attribute in the product is having high influence in selecting the product. That is the purpose of conjoined analysis. It will going to rank which product will rank number one, which will be ranked number two, that one. That is the purpose of that one. The product attributes have been identified. Based upon the attributes, we can take the decision. You can see that one. Here is a simple example in case of the laptop. You can see the attributes of the laptop. What are all the attributes of the laptop? That is the brand name, everything. You can see that one. RAM, that is the memory space, what is the screen, what is the warranty. These are all the attributes of the product. If you are buying through the Amazon or Flipkart, you might have seen in the rating itself, they will give the attributes nicely. Same thing, that is the attribute. Every product will have the attribute. Some of them will buy particular product only for the brand. Even I am very conscious with the brand once upon a time till 2015. After that, I need not worry about brand nowadays. That is my preference. But your preference will not be like that. Most of the students by the age of 18 to 24, they will go for only brand. That is, of course, in case of management schools, it will be like that. Brand plays the vital role. They will first give importance to the, I think, MacBook, then Microsoft Surface, then only they will see about the Dell, then they will give preference for the HP and Lenovo. All these things comes later on. Usually that is the brand preference in Bangalore. I think your students, some of you did it. From our college only our students did a project based upon that I'm telling. So you can see that one, this analysis is used to measure which attribute will have the influencing factor. That is the purpose of conjoined analysis. But you must know what are the attributes. If a product is not having more than two attributes, these analytics won't work. You must know that one. Say, for example, a bulb, electric bulb. Now LED light, white color LED light bulb. What are all the attributes of that bulb? Come on, anyone? You are manufacturing a bulb. You want to create a conjoined analysis. Which attribute of the bulb will have a good effect you want to measure? What are all the attributes of an electric LED bulb? Yes, come on. Have you seen the electric bulb? Why no answer?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What are its attributes? Come on, you can say any answer. Don't mistake. Don't assume that your answer is wrong.
Sir, it gives light.
Yes, good light.
It consumes less electricity.
Yes, electricity consumption. Okay.
There are smart bulbs now, sir. There are different types of smart bulbs.
Yes, that is smart bulb. It is coming in a different category. Smart bulb with the internet connectivity only we can switch on everything and we can change the color. Okay. Any other, you can tell me. Remember that is the problem in marketing. Attributes. You can see for Hari mentioned that in case of smart bulb, it will be different. LED bulb, I think Syed told some of the characters. First is lighting. That is when you are buying, immediately the storekeeper itself or the shopkeeper itself check whether the LED light is burning or not. That is the core value or core attribute. Lighting. And nowadays, most of them are preferring the white color lights, that is LED lamp. Because even Syed told that one, it will reduce the power consumption. That is the another thing. So second attribute is the power consumption. Customers will think, okay, in our home, we can buy and we can fit the light because it will have a less consumption. Yes, any other attribute? Come on. Come on, students.
So different color lights.
Different color. Then we have to go for smart bulb. Okay, color effect. Even in case of white color, there are different shades. I think the Philips come with one small tube light type. Colors. What type of colors it reflect? Because if you are fitting that bulb in your hall, that is the drawing room, your TV is there, and you will discuss with your friends, you will play in that room itself, so that what will be the lighting effect you will see. Okay. Any other view? Come on.
So age of the light bulb.
Yes?
Age of the light bulb. How long will it run?
Very good. That is another very important attribute. How long the bulb will be. When you are buying, whether by nowadays, usually young people won't prefer, but when I used to prefer now, when I was at 40, 35, I never asked that question, but now I am asking, how many years I can use this bulb? Because now I am in a rented place, so I am thinking at least for 4 years or 5 years whether it will be there. The age of the bulb, how long? Good. Any other? Come on. Why, what happened? So I know you know about the bulb.
Sir, how bright it is.
Brightness. Okay, good. Another interesting thing. If you are buying for the how the brightness is more, but at the same time, if you are using in any other room, you are expecting not the brightness is somewhat dim, or even it can may be adjustable. Smart bulb may we can adjust.
So number of watts.
Yes, good. That is the technical details. The watts. The price depends upon the watts. Nowadays, I think so. I don't know. Because I purchased, they are asking 100 rupees something. Bulb. Watts. Good. 9 watts.
Shape of the bulb.
Yes.
Shape.
Shape. Very good. Absolutely correct. Now you are coming to that point. That's what Philip identified. Phillips. That was I am waiting for that answer. You can see 3 companies were having very good competition in Indian market. Havells, that is, I think you know most of the bulbs from Havells, then Philips, then there are few companies, even the Wipro, it is very famous for smart bulb. Bajaj's product is also having. All these companies, they are given the assignment to work to one of the famous marketing company. In some of you know, it is a very big marketing research organization. They gave that work to these marketing company. Try what they expected means the bulb sales is of course coming down, but population is increasing. House, everywhere house construction is going on. Newly constructed houses are coming. But the market for these LED bulbs are decreasing. So how to create a new product? They are given that work. And you know the famous research company for Philips, they are certain one team. The Bajaj, they are certain another team. Havells, they are certain. Because all these companies get given to that one. That is another interesting thing. Even nowadays, for political party, I think you know, some of the political parties are depending upon the analytics team for their election manifesto and election strategy. One film also came with that one, to how we can use the analytics for election strategy. One of the IT company creates the strategy for election campaign. Same thing, it happened and they gave to the one, but they will have a consultation with the respective organization. They used to find out what are all the attributes of the bulb. And Bajaj identified 8 attributes. Havells identified 7 attributes, but you know, Philips, it identified only 5. And out of these 5, 2 factors are entirely exclusive of remaining 2 companies. What I mentioned about the shape. And this marketing research company asked, why you are asking the shape? Bulb means white color bulb means the shape is common. But why you are asking? Everybody will say that the bulb should have the same shape, everything. But the result came to the Philips. Nicely, the shape is the first attribute why people are coming towards the Philips bulb. That is the reason why Philips changed the size of the bulb, but not the watts. 18 watts bulb will be there. You can see the Philips small tube light, but you can fit the ordinary bulb socket. then curved type of bulbs. You can see not only the normal one also they are having, but the shape is somewhat changed equivalent to a bell. Then convex portion in front of the bell. Nicely they created all these things based upon the conjoint analysis. That is the importance of the conjoined analysis. Even the Howells identified with the same organization. You are given an output to Phillips. Of course, the answer has been leaked out after submission of the report. This marketing research group mentioned clearly that your research, you are not given the attribute as the shape. I think you are super senior. Reynolds is working there in the marketing research team of Nielsen Group. I think some of you know. I think he came to our campus one day for the interview something. He interviewed some of our students. He only told that story on the day. Simple thing. He studied in our campus in 2017. Very interesting story he told. By that time I handled them, I think market, consumer behavior something. Then he called me and told all the stories. How the Phillips identified? See that one. Attributes are important. Analysis anybody can do. Attributes are in your mindset. Even though you are an analytics student, you have to come down to the customer level, find out everything. Then only you can give the input to the system. The analytics are depending on the input. Very good example is this conjoint analysis. We have seen, we are given, for the purpose of practical, I have given a sample data, I created a template, and I have given to you. You also fitted and we got the result of the conjoint analysis. That is the easiest one. Decision making also I told. Which variable is preferred? The probability of that variable we can clearly find out. Influencing factor. But the attributes are very essential. Once you identified the exact attribute, it will be successful one. Same thing in case of a normal pencil. We are using the pencil, you know. One of the attributes of the pencil is its own design. Pencil should write, that is the core thing. Pencil should have different colors. That is another thing, but design is also important. Design is the attribute which leads to selection of pencil. Most of you may not agree it is correct. One of the organization identified that one. What is the main attribute? So you have to first list down what are the attributes. That is why some of them will come down to the field. They will go and visit the retail shop. They will see what is happening in the retailing unit. From that, they will gather and they will tell these are all the attributes. You can give an input. Nowadays, the observation camera has been loaded in different places. In marketing firms, they created a nice camera and put up. And what is the role of this camera? It used to find out the attributes. It will not see what the customer is doing, but it will watch the eye of the customer, what he is watching. And Based upon that, it will give the image. Then this image, based upon the image, another team will work out. I think we have already studied image to text. What is the image customer is seeing? Based upon that, the text will come so that we will conclude. If you visit the new Lulu Mall, I think in Rajajinagar, you can see that one. Eye camera will be there. Not only regular CCTV camera, it is for lifting of stores, anything. But instead of that one, you can see the eye camera. Eye camera is different. Eye camera will capture our eyes only, not any other thing. Because it will have a reflective power. Why this eye camera has been installed? To find out which product the customers are searching and finding. Which, if you are seeing a particular product, it will give that one. Even the YouTube analytics now it is like that. Which part of the film? If you are seeing any film through the YouTube or in Amazon or Netflix, whatever it may be, or in Disney, you know the analytics of that one, it will give the ratings of that one. Which part of the film is good and the customers are viewing more. Why the new films are moving towards the OTP platform? The directors and producers of the film will know which attribute the people are seeing more. But if the same film is running in the cinema theaters, that analytics won't happen. But if a film has been released in OTP platform, you can see the attributes of the film also. That is the advantage of this conjoint analysis. I hope you might have seen recently in the, what is that, one film, Pushpa. Yes. Have you seen the film Pushpa?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I hope you, if you have not read the analytics of the Pushpa, tell me which attribute is mostly liked by the customers. The Amazon published that result. Which actor or which scene? Come on. The Amazon published that one. That is the conjoined analysis done by the Amazon. And they post that one with a small video clipping also. Which area, usually the directors will give importance to the climax scene. So previously we thought that the climax is very important. That will be the turning point. Of course, in that movie, the new villain from the police department is Singh. I think in that movie his name is Singh. He used to come. That is the climax scene. So everybody assumed that the climax scene is having more effect in that film. That is very common. That is the core value of any movie. Climax scene is the core one in any movie. But when the Amazon released the result of the conjoined analysis, they never mentioned conjoined analysis. Most of them see the Pushpa frame. This part has been seen by everyone. Some of them fast forwarded or all these things happen. But one place they have given very nice ratings. Yes, come on, anybody?
So
Is it the
probably that.
introduction, sir?
Yes. Syed first and then Harry.
So probably that water log scene, that where he puts all the logs in the water near the dam.
Yes. Good. The dam, how he wished to create a nice scene, how we can smuggle the all these wooden logs Instead of going by the route, he'll throw in the water and the dam will be closed. The water will be stagnated there. All the wooden logs will be there. From there, they can pick up. Good, that is the strategy. Yes, Hariharan?
Sir, maybe the intro this time was a different thing.
Introduction of the hero.
Yes, sir.
This is name Ali Arjun. So
The songs were a big hit, sir, actually.
songs.
Also were a big hit.
Okay, songs are very big hit. Any other students? What about others? I think the movie has been released in Kannada, Tamil, Telugu also.
Sir, even Malayalam, everything, sir.
Malayalam is also there.
Hindi
Oh,
also.
okay, good. What about others? What?
The song parts, usually people used to skip those.
Then,
Even I like sat through all the songs, especially that one with Samantha in.
yes, songs. Good. Yes, I am not going to tell the answer. You have to find out, okay? That is one activity. But it's the result is entirely different. Anyhow, I have seen the movie after the reading that analytics. Then it creates interest to me. Then I think I tuned the Amazon, then I gone through that movie. I have seen within 2 hours, but same clippings I identified, then I saw that one. You can see from the Amazon Analytics. Go through the reviews of the Amazon Analytics and find out the nice thing. How the people identified such a thing, the people are very much interested in that one. Nobody might have expected. It is a common one. I am giving the clue. So why these people are moving towards these type of stories, the story as well as the hero, heroine, everything is different here. It is not like a very big, like an empire or kingdom like that, or it is not like an English movies, big stunts. Of course, stunts are there. Most of the cases, the strategy plays the role. What Syed mentioned and Ariel mentioned, the songs, everything they created. But how far the movie in home, the people used to see that one. And it is, I'm giving the clue, the movie is entirely related to the strategy and heroism. But the Amazon mentioned that the family people are going to see that one, and most of them turn towards the how the marriage is going to be stopped. Entirely thing, it is not coming into the core. Hero, heroine, marriage has been stopped first time in that movie. That scene has been noted by almost all the people who saw that film. In addition to the songs as usual. See that one. How the Amazon created that one. How the story has been created. Why first time the marriage has been stopped. Then how the marriage will happen later on. So the family sentiments is creating a big advantage for that movie. Well, in the family. At the same time, when it comes to the theater, it may be different. That is the plus and minus point of the conjoined analysis. So, dear students, when you are doing the conjoined analysis, you must notice clearly what are all its attributes. You must know the attributes. Even in case of smartphone, here's an example. Brand, screen size, color, price. Price is the main attribute for any product. Brand. In most of the cases, the color is also playing the role. Screen size is different. Okay, that is regarding the conjoint analysis, how to use that one. Likewise, in forecasting, we are using the logistics regression model, traditional regression. What you might have studied in AMR paper, regression analysis. So when to use these large regression models in analytics? Here, usually they used to mention that it will measure the relationship between a categorical dependent variable with the one independent variable. That is the thing when we can use the logistics regression model. This is purely preparing or creating the logistics regression. But when it comes for the analytics, very important thing is you have to decide other than time what is the independent variable. Our regression model in analytics will work. The independent variable will be identified nicely other than the time. There are something which we can't be controllable. What are all the things we are unable to control? That will be the independent variable in regression. As a marketing manager, you must know some of the things we are unable to control. What are some of the things? If you are able to identify such independent variable, then only your logistic regression looks like. Otherwise, no need for going for regression. We estimated, we forecasted, we created with the help of R-square value everything. But when you are defining the independent variable, you should be very, very careful. There are some uncontrollable factors. How far we are incorporating the uncontrollable factors into the independent variable? If you know the answer for this one, you can fit a regression model. What are all the uncontrollable variables? Usually time, leave the time. If the time is moving, the sales may increase. Other than the time, what are all the uncontrollable variables? Nowadays, COVID waves. I think some of them saying COVID waves is also controlled by some X or Y. Nobody is usually having the corona or the COVID waves. Whether it can be considered as independent or political factor. Whether it is considered as an independent variable. You know, still I remember when I was studying, the lottery ticket sale was permitted. But now if you visit Tamil Nadu, the lottery ticket sales are not permitted. Political issue. One of the person is considered as a very big agent in lottery, especially in Bangalore. Then he moved to Tamil Nadu, that is in Madurai. Then he left to Kerala. Now he has been arrested for selling the lottery tickets. Because the lottery tickets are now banned in one state, it is permitted in another state. You know, between Kerala and Tamil Nadu, the road other side is Kerala, road this side is Tamil Nadu. Persons can sell the lottery ticket in the other side, but they can't sell the lottery ticket in this side of the road. How far they can estimate the sales? What are the controllable variables by that time? Political factor. We can't say that in Tamil Nadu, in particular place, or in Kanyakumari, the lottery ticket sales, if you sell lottery ticket, you will get very good income. Or your product says that you can go for lottery along with this product it will be good income. The analysis will say, but it is a wrong interpretation because it is not an independent variable. Lottery ticket is banned in one ticket. At the same time, when you are moving towards the Kerala, there it is the dependent variable because it is legally permitted. See that one. Likewise, the liquor consumption in some of the states, in Karnataka, it is even the private people can have the liquor. But if you are in Kerala, private are not permitted to sell. You can see the very long queue for buying the liquors. See that one. But your result will come nicely. But what are all the independent factors? In analytics, that is the role. In most of the cases, the analyst failed to identify what are all the independent. They assume only the time. But in addition to the time, there are some uncontrollable factors. You can make a nice film, but that film may be banned suddenly. What about your prediction? I think you know recently Why I Killed Gandhi. There's a famous movie released. Have you seen that one? Anybody? I have not seen that one. Why I Killed Gandhi.
They didn't release, sir, actually.
They didn't release it. And you know that one, that film, they projected a huge income. But one of the political party is demanding not to release in India. And in one state, I think I don't know whether King Hari is mentioning this, not least, they banned the release of that film. But the director quote that it will fetch very good income. It is creating a political controversy. According to the director, I think he is mentioning that since it created a political controversy, the income from other state will become. They are aiming for that one. See that one. Here, why I am telling, he identified independent variable based upon the political situation. That is why he named that film Why I Killed Gandhi. See that one. That is the exact method. We don't know. I have not seen even the trailer of that movie. I read the story yesterday. The projection of the film, he mentioned, if you are banning, I expect the ban from some states. You openly mentioned the comment. I think some of you have seen, he came for one of the television show yesterday. One of the interviewer asked the question, he clearly mentioned, okay, let them ban. If they are banning, my film income will increase. He's openly saying in the TV, when TV anchor is asking. See that one, how he identified an independent variable. That is the thing. That is the logistics regression. Dear students, so in case of these type of analytics, the logistic regression model will clearly say about the result, but your input should be very clear. You can see, of course, the result will be whether the customers will be happy, whether the customer will be sad. That is the output. We can predict that one. In case of Why I Killed Gandhi, it may be happy in one state, it may be sad in another state. If it is not listed in another one state, other state people will see. And there it will create another political variations. So you must know what are all the independent, what are all the independent variable, Dependent you can easily find out, but independent variable is very important. We have seen in decision tree also, in decision tree making. In case of the film industry, if this film has been banned in Maharashtra, what will be its effect in Karnataka? If it is banned in Karnataka, what will be its effect in Andhra? That model you are able to do because the independent variable is fixed based upon the banning of that movie. See, it's not the time. It is based upon some other factors. So, dear students, as a marketing student, you must know all these things. Likewise, that is the another model. With this, you will conclude there is the discrete choice model. It will tell what is the probability of winning. If you select this product, say, what is the probability of getting these sales? In film industry, if you appoint Yash, what will be the probability of running that film? If you introduce a product in pink color, what is the probability of winning? That is coming under the discrete choice model. Usually in case of, I given the example of the product attributes with mobile phone. If the customers are preferring, you must know clearly which product attribute and what is the probability of this attribute will influence the customer. Here you can see the brand will influence, or screen will influence, or stylus, or keyboard, front camera. All these things are there. Usually the brand, what is the probability that Apple OS 10 will be successful one? New versions are there. So that is coming under the discrete. So in the conjoined analysis, there's an extension up to discrete choice also. So based upon this discussion, you must know two things. What is the conjoined analysis, when we can use logistic regression, when you can use, and finally, all this depends upon the discrete choice. What is the probability of this thing will win? These are things, all these things depends upon the attribute of the product and how you are selecting the independent variable. Okay? With this, we will conclude the today's class. We'll discuss remaining thing after the test. Possibly tonight, I will post